Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. This week we've got the second part of our adventure at Paléo Festival in Nyon, Switzerland. If you would like to find out more about the festival, I would encourage you to watch the first episode with Kalkbrenner. The link is in the description. Hey everyone! So we are in Nyon Paléo Festival. That's the biggest open air of the city. It's hot, bro. Water. Alcohol free is water. Water beer. For this second episode, we've got Mollie Collins, a great British drum and bass artist, a genre of music that I'm particularly fond of alongside what you do find in Berliner clubs. After a feedback session with the press office, we had much better shooting conditions. Voilà, du coup, we're gonna record the interviews here. We're gonna have today Mollie Collins and Kala. These are two drum and bass DJs and producers. It's gonna be dope. Once again, merci Sarah and the whole team for the great job they did. This time we could shoot at the press office in the lounge with much better conditions, as we already said, and with less stress, and that was a game changer. Mollie Collins, thank you so much for taking the time.
No worries, man.
How are you doing today?
Good. Yeah. Nice to be here. Very hot. Love it. Better than being cold.
I saw on your profile that you made a review about like different tracks, and you were making difference between like tracks you produce and like some more commercial tracks. What's the difference for you?
Yeah, so I think like when I first started making music, I wasn't really sure which avenue I wanted to go in, but obviously now I've sort of found my own sort of sound. So it's a bit of like musical, commercial, drum and bass. Yeah. So that's where I'm at now.
When did you start?
2017, 18, I started learning to make music. Obviously, I come through as a DJ before I was a producer, so.
And then came Corona.
What's that?
Then came Corona. In between, yeah. How was that for you?
It's just boring, but to be honest, like that's when I really upped my producing because I was just producing all the time and learning. So sort of bad, but for me it was worked in my favour because it helped me learn and grow.
Yeah. And a few bangers also during that time.
Yeah. Well, because during Corona, that was when me and Ruth made Remedies, which was like one of that sort of really changed my career for me as a producer. After Remedies, that song. So yeah.
Nice. There was also a big evolution on social media.
Yeah.
Like, do you do social media today, like on your own?
I do social media, but I don't get too stuck into social media. Like, I'd rather spend my time in the studio than spend my time on social media. So, I mean, if you're not in the studio making tunes, what are you going to talk about on social media, you know? So it's finding the balance, but I'd rather be in the studio than be on social media.
So there is no digital addiction inside?
I do like to have a little scroll when I've done all my jobs for the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like to just sit in it all day and do nothing.
Do you have any productivity hacks?
What for
like how,
social media?
Yeah, like how to stay productive and like to stay focused.
I'll just sort of write down all my stuff that I have to do in the week, and then I cross it off once it's done, and then I try and... In summer, it's a bit harder to make music because you're traveling, you're doing a lot of festivals and shows, and obviously I'm on the radio, so I have to do that, and a lot of other things that I'm doing. So I try and write a lot of my music before summer, and then when summer comes, I'm always tired.
Yeah.
So in terms of being proactive, just everything you have to do, write down, and then once you've done everything you have to do, then I suppose you can do what you want. You want to sit on social media all day. It's up to you.
And can you keep a healthy lifestyle during all this time?
No, you can't, no. You definitely can't.
Burgers and beers?
Yeah, a lot of beers and, burgers. I don't really eat healthy, but I do like to cook at home. But I suppose, when you're travelling, you get home from the airport, you don't really want to cook. It's, it's a bit long.
But you order.
Yeah.
That's good. How do you balance your authenticity with self-promotion on social media? Like with all this tour, like being all around every weekend, and I mean in festival season during the week.
I suppose you just sort of post what you feel you want to post. You have to sort of post couple of times a week, I'd say, if you're doing festivals. I mean, yesterday I popped into SoundCloud, so I just put up a little storage, show that I was at SoundCloud, things like that. Just show what you want to show, I'd say. I mean, people go really in with social media, but I used to, but I don't really anymore. Let's just post like all the positive stuff that I'm doing, and that's it.
So you have a solid community, good vibes only.
Yeah, good vibes, really. Just posting everything I've been up to, music and stuff, really.
Perfect. So no shitstorm, no backlash yet?
No, maybe early in my career, yes, but now, not really.
Sure. What happened?
Can't even remember. I think I was on the radio and I messed up a mix or something, and there was loads of hate from that, but it happens, man. Like, you can't expect to do amazing mixes all the time, you know. There's things that can make things harder, like sound systems, headphones. Like when you go to radio, some of them have headphones you have to use. You can't use your own, so they're like radio headphones, so it makes it harder to hear, like bass and stuff, so it's harder to mix and things like that. But yeah, I think it's just all experience. I was very early in my career then, whereas now, you know, I'm quite far into it, so 8 years into it now, so it's I've learned a lot.
And how do you choose what you're going to work on?
In terms of music?
Yeah.
For me, it's like, if I start an idea and I don't really get anywhere in a day with it, I won't rarely come back to it. If it's just an idea, because I know if a lot of flowing with it, then it's probably not worth spending any more time on it. But if I'm in the studio with like a vocalist or something, we still bounce off each other. And then you might get like a rough demo, and then I'll take that home, and then I'll know I can finish that. So it's just, if I'm on my own, I'm just writing an idea. But I've not got something good within like 4 or 5 hours. Probably not worth carrying on with it. It's better just to start something else. Excuse me.
And can you go home without a finished project, or like to go like all in and do late nights?
I'm probably like, I'd say it's probably like, if I'm in with a singer, like, we could probably write something in like a couple of hours, and then I can finish it off like in a day. You know, if it's something I'm really keen on, I'll make sure I get it done.
Cool.
Yeah.
What collabs can we expect?
In terms of vocalists, there's a couple, because I'm actually doing a new album, so I've got a new album coming at the start of November on Spinning Records. So we've started doing singles this year, but yeah, we've got an album coming start of November. There's like some cool vocalists on there, some ones you would have heard before on some big drum and bass tunes, and then there's actually a couple of guys on there as well, like vocalists, which I'm happy to work with. It's usually I mainly work with females, just because there's more female vocalists, I suppose. But yeah, I can't really give names, but it's there. When you hear the tracks, you'll recognize the voice.
Yeah, I checked the sound and I just love it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so good. How did you start, by the way?
In DJing or music or everything?
Yeah, both, because like you've been in the scene like for a few years now.
Yeah, so I used to go to like squat raves. Have you heard of squat raves in London, right? So they just take over a building and just put a rave on. When I was like 16 with my friends, and then so I found the love for drum and bass. All my friends were into it, and then I started working at a local club, doing promo, flyering. Then went on to like lighting. Then decided I wanted to DJ from there. So I've sort of done a bit of everything. That's how I started.
And where is it going to go? What next?
Let's see. We're gonna do the album start of November, and then starting to look at other areas in the world. America, we're sorting out the American stuff at the minute. And yeah, just loads of touring, I guess, and more radio, or more music.
Do you have a routine to stay creative and productive?
I have a routine, definitely, in terms of what I do each day in the week. I'll do like my radio show on one day, and then the next day, like, I might have like an admin day where I have to go through like emails or things I have to do, and then another day I might do some production, or I've got a booked in session, and then I might have to fly somewhere on a Thursday or Friday or something. But I'm a scheduler, so every week I schedule. Well, I'm very organised, yeah. I schedule out what I need to do and what times and everything.
Are we talking about a 5 or 6 day week?
So this week, this is going to be a 6-day week because I'm going to Tomorrowland tomorrow, and then I'll get back Saturday night to the UK. And I've been doing stuff since Monday, so it's a 6-day one, this one. But it's not always a 6 days. Sometimes it can be like a 2 or 3. Just depends. And summer is just so busy all the time.
Well, that's good. And the winter is for production.
Exactly.
That's perfect. And how do you handle the creative blocks? Like when you have some?
To be honest, I just, unless it's something I need to do, if I'm trying to write something and I can't, I just don't bother, because it's just like, if you have a block, you have a block, and then you're just going to get frustrated. Well, for me personally, I'll just get frustrated if I can't write, so I'll just stop and then come back to something, a new project in a few days or something.
Okay, so you leave it a little bit.
Yeah, I leave it. If there's something like I need to do and I'm having a bit of a block, I'll just maybe dive into another genre of music or something and try and just get my head like creative there, and then come back into drum and bass.
So you have other genres you're producing?
I wouldn't put them out, but I just do it for fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Heard a few times already.
Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies or passion next to that?
I do like to play games, like computer games or PlayStation, or like just on my phone. I've been like really addicted to playing Tetris on my phone at the minute. It's like, I don't know why, just trying to beat my high score like every day.
What's the score?
I think it's only like 5,000 or something, which is not even that high.
Not yet.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I sort of like gaming and cooking. I love to do cooking as well.
Any favorite cuisine?
I'm half Italian, so I love pasta and pizza. Yeah.
There's good pastas on the show here, but you just ate.
Yeah, I just had a nice steak and chips, to be fair.
Perfect. Anything you would like to add, Mollie?
I don't think so, man. Thanks for having me. It's good to be back in Switzerland. I played at the Zoo or something, and that was a sick club as well. So, and great vibes. So I can't wait for my set to see the vibes.
Now that we're done with the interview, let's go and enjoy her set. So that's a Boer Wildschwein sandwich, and I'm super looking forward. Oh man, he's good. We gotta recombine. I don't want to work, but we have to. Kara, we coming. Episode 3 is coming out in the next weeks with Kara. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for taking the time, for your energy, the good vibes, and your endless support. You guys rock. If you like what you've just seen, please share it with your friends, demolish that like button, and don't forget to click on that bell for more episodes. Much love, the Indie Project team.